The film opens with two beautiful women named Eugenia and Nicola studying together. Nicola sees Eugenia's mother, who is apparently suffering from mental illness. He asks why she's like this and how long she's been like this. Eugenia explains that her mother has been like this since her father played around behind her back, leading to her becoming like this. Eugenia is very close to her father, Emilio, and they almost look like a couple. Emilio is a dentist and has been helping many patients at the clinic where he works. That day, Emilio has a patient, and it turns out to be Nicola. Emilio performs the procedure and gives Nicola anesthesia. However, for some reason, Nicola senses something is wrong and tries to make out with Emilio. However, before that can happen, Nicola regains consciousness and leaves. Long story short, Nicola returns to Eugenia's house and shares a meal. But Eugenia left shortly after, and Nicola went to Eugenia's mother in her room to check on her. There, Nicola was shown Eugenia's mother's clothes from when she was young, and Nicola was asked to try them on. Nicola wondered if Eugenia's mother was very kind, but why did she have to go through something like this? Ever since the incident at the clinic, Emilio had been constantly thinking about Nicola, even observing her from a distance. At home, Emilio heard Eugenia talking to someone on the phone. Emilio tried to listen in on the other line. It turned out she was talking about making out. Emilio was angry and immediately looked at Eugenia and checked her for any signs of intimacy. However, Emilio found nothing, and Eugenia was just pretending. Meanwhile, Emilio's thoughts were constantly on Nicola. Even when he slept, he dreamed of meeting Nicola and inviting Emilio to make out. Emilio really wanted to be close to Nicola, but Nicola was very difficult to approach and seemed very indifferent. However, luck seemed to be on Emilio's side. One day, Nicola came back to the clinic for a dental checkup. Once again, while being given anesthesia, Nicola suddenly invited Emilio to be intimate. However, before they could finish, Nicola suddenly regained consciousness and left. Meanwhile, Eugenia seemed eager to experience intimacy, not with anyone else, but with Emilio himself. However, Emilio wasn't tempted in the slightest, realizing that Eugenia was his own family. One day, Eugenia was having a party at her house, but she invited her friends into her mother's room to try on her mother's clothes. Nicola warned Eugenia that she shouldn't do that. However, Eugenia refused, and an argument ensued. Nicola cried alone there, and shortly after, Emilio arrived to comfort her. And in the end, they ended up making out, while everyone was busy partying. Long story short, Emilio, Nicola and Eugenia went to a dog park. While there, Emilio told Nicola he wanted to be with him, but unfortunately, Eugenia overheard him, and she immediately left them. That night, Eugenia again appeared to be contacting someone, but this time, she made several red marks as if she had just been making out. However, it turned out that Eugenia was doing all of this to lure Emilio to come there and invite him to make out. Unfortunately, Eugenia's mother suddenly arrived and saw the two of them. Eugenia's mother was shocked by what she saw, and ultimately had to be hospitalized. Emilio, already dizzy with this problem, then went to Nicola and invited him to go with her. Nicola asked Emilio to calm down and rest for a while. While he was sleeping, a woman came and immediately invited Emilio to make out. That person wasn't Nicola, but instead, it turned out to be Eugenia. Emilio couldn't be with Nicola, but the person he couldn't let go of was Eugenia. And so the film ends.